Drink beer, it's good for you.
Hello and welcome to the video. In this video we'll be taking a further look with more information in regards to the false bottom upgrade for the Grainfather. I've continued using this upgrade since I first released a video some months ago and have also continued recommending its use with the Grainfather. I've been extremely impressed with how it performs, particularly if you use both filters at the same time. Some thousands of these were snapped up shortly after my video release, and the vast majority have been equally impressed and happy with the upgrade. I do realise that shortly after my first video, worldwide stocks of these false bottoms from Kegland took a real hammering. Some people resorted to buying this from other sources, and it is clear that they do not have an original product. Concerns have also been made that these copy versions are not even stainless steel and are linked with various problems also. I did a recent brew using hop flowers, and I will show you now the outcome of using the genuine product. Firstly, if your false bottom is stainless steel, then this will act as a conductor, meaning that you will get to the boil faster. This will not be a dramatic difference, but it should be noticeable. As I'm sure many of you realise, when you use hop flowers, these put much more strain on a filter compared to hop pellets. Even small additions with hop flowers cover a large space. Hop flowers will much more thickly coat a small hop filter such as the one supplied with the original Grainfather 30 litre system, and will easily choke it. It is for this reason that unmodified Grainfather users that use hop flowers will have the most issues with filter clogging and pump slowdown. It is also the reason why the forthcoming 70 litre Grainfather has a false bottom rather than a larger cone filter. This lesson has clearly been learnt. As shown in this brew, I'm not using a large amount of hops with this first edition, but this would be more than enough to cause the false bottom to be completely covered. So as such, it is easy to see how this amount would affect a much smaller filter and totally clog it. After this brew was transferred to my fermenter, this is what was visible. The false bottom was totally caked with hops. I experienced absolutely no issues during this brew, and the flow rate was totally unaffected during all parts of transfer to my fermenter. This was a low IBU brew that involved a small amount of hops. Can you imagine the state this would have caused to a much smaller filter? This false bottom lapped it up. Another nice thing is that having the hops come out in this way, they're actually much easier to dispose of. Just remember to retrieve your false bottom after adding it to a bag. Cleaning it is also very easy, of course. After showering it off, I added it to a PBW mix. Once I removed the bulk of the remaining trub, this is how the bottom of my Grainfather looked. No burning or scorching, nothing but the expected debris. I then added a small amount of just hot water and scrubbed the bottom for a minute or so with a plastic bristle brush. I also gave the hop filter a quick wipe. Naturally the filter will need some more cleaning, but this was how things looked afterwards. At this stage of my cleaning, had I not used the false bottom, then it would never look this clean, because there would be some bottom plate debris that would need more cleaning to remove. This is quite simply because the Grainfather does not have ultra-low watt density heaters like more modern systems of today enjoy. That is not to say that you should not clean further when using a false bottom. I of course then followed up with my usual cleaning routine. This is essential due to the simple fact that just hot water will not remove protein deposits. So having now seen the results, I hope this addresses some of the down talking that has taken place on certain Grainfather Facebook groups. It is a sad fact that clearly one business in particular did not appreciate me making this upgrade public knowledge. I have to say though that this seems rather odd to me, seeing as Grainfather themselves are going the false bottom route with the forthcoming 70 litre Grainfather system. I guess maybe they think that it could affect sales of their current system, but personally I strongly disagree on the basis that this upgrade addresses the very commonly complained about standard hop filter. It also addresses it at a very small cost, which is key. After all, if you are prepared to splash out for a Grainfather in today's competitive market, then the cost of this false bottom is surely insignificant. This now brings this video to a close. If you have any questions, then please let me know via YouTube or Facebook. I do hope that you found this video to be useful, interesting and enjoyable. If appropriate, then please like this video on YouTube, and if you've not done so already, then please subscribe. I regularly post new content. Happy brewing!